Hello, I am Amanda. I help people heal their mind, body, and soul through quantum energy healing, self-love, and manifestation. I am here today to talk about teeth and healing teeth and gums. And I just wanted to start by telling a little bit about my personal story with that. So I had gone through a lot of chemotherapy and a bunch of other treatments for cancer, including radiation, and that did a number on my bones and a number on my teeth and gums. I did have braces at one point. I think that also played a part in this, especially the receding gum line. I was told by the dentist that I needed to have like a ton of fluoride. I had to drink fluoride water and have fluoride in my toothpaste and have prescription toothpaste and all of this stuff, and fluoride mouthwash and all these things to heal my teeth and gums. And I had already felt like fluoride was a toxic substance, and so I wanted to do everything in my power to not have that done. I did go in and have them tell me that I had a bunch of cavities, and I spent the entire day crying about that because my entire life I've never had cavities. And I was always kind of proud of that, I think, and I don't think it was because I was being really a good teeth brusher or whatever. I think it was more possibly genetics, or I'm not sure. I ate tons of candy as a kid. My sister got cavities. I didn't. I just loved that. I loved that about my body, I guess. I just was really happy about that. So when I found out that I had a bunch of cavities, all of a sudden I was not happy at all. And so I was finding every way that I could. I was thinking of all these different ways that I could heal my own teeth and my own gums without having to have surgeries, without having to have fillings. Although I will admit that at first I fell for the doctor's ploy. And I'm not saying that the doctor cheated me or anything. I'm just saying that from my personal beliefs, instead of listening to my own tuition, I went ahead and got some fillings. I can't remember how many she did, maybe 2. And I guess the biggest mistake that I feel like I made from my own beliefs, is I got a root canal. And the reason why I feel that's a mistake is because I started reading some holistic teeth care books, and they talk about how you don't want to get a root canal because it takes away the canals that bring good things to your teeth. So through your bloodstream, like if you are eating a really antioxidant rich diet, all of those antioxidants and all of that good stuff that can come up and heal your teeth, it can't get up there anymore. And so the holistic dentists all recommend not doing a root canal if possible. So I'm kind of bummed I did that, but I only did one. So let's get to the healing part of it, right? So I read this book. I read a few holistic dentist books, and the one that really stuck with me the most was one by Dr. Nadine, and I cannot remember her last name, so I apologize for that. But I will tell you where to get her book. So she has a website called Living Libations. I'm sure if you just Google Living Libations, you'll find her. On her website, she has a book called, I think it's just called Holistic Dental Care. I took this book with me on a vacation. I read this book like 8 times. It's a really short book, but I read it 8 times through so I could really understand what was going on in my mouth. And then after reading her book, I decided to go. She gives a lot of recommendations on things to buy to help keep your mouth clean and to get it to heal itself. But she also does recommend her own products, of course, but she does give you the option of not buying her products and buying other things instead. But it was so exciting. After a few months of using her products, my gums were healthy without having to go to the dentist. I was able to remove my own plaque without having to go to the dentist. I was able to, anytime I would feel kind of a pain in my gums as I was flossing, I could just use, there's a product that she has, it's called like, I don't know if I'm gonna say this right, ozonated gel, like it's ozone. Gosh, just bugs me when my voice is all cracky like this. But anyways, so I found this just amazing product and I really recommend it. So what I do is I have these little, you can find them at most stores. Yeah, they're like these little flossers that are pointy, and you just stick them through right by your gums. And so what I do is I put a little bit of that ozonated gel on this little pokey thing, and then I stick it into my right next to my gums wherever the pain is. You can brush your teeth with this. You can use it for all sorts of things, whatever you want. But that's my favorite thing to use it for, because literally within a day or two of using that, the pain that was going on near my gum line is gone. And it's just an amazing product. So what I wanted to do today is walk you through my routine, my oral healthcare routine that I got from Dr. Nadine. And it is in her book. And I may have skipped a few steps that I just didn't have the tools for, or didn't feel like they were important for me. So if you want to know her full exact routine, I'd recommend getting her book. And I'll walk through some of the products of hers that I have as well from Living Libations. And in her book, like I said, she recommends using different products that you can get at the store for cheaper than some of her products. But honestly, her products are pretty reasonable, especially for the tooth care stuff. So I would 100% recommend going with her products. They just work so well. And yeah, I mean, they're just amazing. So on to the oral care routine. So first thing is you want to create your own or buy salt water. I currently have this big jar of salt water that I just put together a while ago, and it stays fresh because the salt keeps it healthy and fresh. And I just use a little shot glass and I pour my salt water in there. And then she recommends you take some salt water and you swish, 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 and spit. And so just really quick, you don't want to like swish for a long time, like just swish, 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 spit. And then you want to get a tongue scraper. I got mine on Amazon. It's like stainless steel. And you just scrape your tongue 2 to 3 times. It's just really easy. And you just rinse off your tongue scraper, set it aside. Third step is brushing your gums. So you want to brush your gums really, really, really softly. So find like a really, really soft brush. She recommends a light ionizing brush. So I did buy one of those, and mine is really soft bristles. So, but you just really, if you don't want to buy a light ionizing brush, you just get a soft brush, a really soft brush. And then she recommends putting a drop of neem oil. I did try this at first, but the neem oil it smelled like gasoline. I couldn't even get it on my brush to even try it because that smell of gasoline was so overpowering. For me, I couldn't handle it. But if you can handle something smelling kind of like gasoline, then, try it out for yourself. She does have products that have neem oil in them, and I've been avoiding getting those ones just because it was so overpowering for me. So what I use instead is she has a happy gum drops, she calls them, and they're like it's a little bottle of essential oils, and I just put 2 drops on the toothbrush, and sometimes I'll add the ozonated oil to it, or the ozonated gel, and I will just brush my gums for just about a minute and just really, really softly across all of your gum lines, just very carefully. You're just focusing on your gums for this step. So brush along your gum line and it's really soft and it feels amazing. These gum drops, they have like both the gum drops and the ozonated gel have a flavor you kind of have to get used to. So just be prepared for that. But I'm used to it now, and I just really love the feeling of clean gums. And when you look at my gums, you can see that they're nice and pink and the right color, and they look healthy. And one of the things that Dr. Nadine talks about is that if you can keep your mouth healthy and continue this process every day, that eventually you're creating an environment in your mouth that your teeth can heal themselves and your gums can heal themselves. Literally, your gums can grow back, is what she claims, and I believe it. I believed it for a really long time. So, okay, sorry. Step 4. polish your teeth. So she recommends getting one of those vibrating toothbrushes. I have a battery operated one, and you just put a little bit of, I use her, one of her toothpastes, and I just use it to clean my teeth. So you just polish your teeth with the vibrating toothbrush. You do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And if you need to re-enamelize your teeth and you're using an enamelizing toothpaste, which is, I guarantee, I just really recommend getting hers. And just, if after you brush, then set a timer for 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and let it sit on your teeth before you rinse. So that's part of it. The other option for brushing your teeth, if you don't want to buy her specific toothpaste, is you mix 1 drop of essential oil and a mixture of equal parts salt and baking soda to polish. And she was talking, one of the other holistic dentists had said that they have never had somebody who brushes with equal parts salt and equal parts baking soda that has had any issues with gum disease or cavities. So that's something to keep in mind. If you don't want to buy the toothpaste, this is like easy stuff to find, and you can just put it together yourself. And I would recommend her essential oils, but if you don't want to spend money on her essential oils specifically, you can purchase organic essential oils that are okay to consume. And I believe Young Living is a brand that's okay for that. So consider that as also a different option. But I do find Nadine's products to be very affordable. So, okay, step 5, check your gum line. I don't do this one because I don't have a sulcus brush yet, but use a sulcus brush. It's spelled S-U-L-C-U-S. I believe you can find them on Amazon to get plaque near the gum line. So you just kind of use this little brush to sort of get any extra plaque that you missed with the brushing and the gum line brushing. To be honest, I haven't noticed any plaque near the gum line. I could be missing it, but without even doing that step, I don't feel like I've really noticed much. But it's, worth adding that step in if you feel concerned about it. Step 6 is flossing. So she has a special floss that she uses that has the essential oils already on it, and I've been considering purchasing that. Haven't done it yet, but I have issues reaching all the way back with my floss, which is why I use the pokey ones that you just poke through. They probably aren't as great as like fully flossing each tooth on in between, but at least I'm keeping my gums healthy, which is the most important part to me. But I would recommend buying her floss. It's the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, you can just get a soft floss and put a little bit of essential oil on the floss, and then, kind of rub it on the floss, and then go ahead and floss all of your gums and teeth in between all of your teeth. And then you're just gonna do, the last thing you're gonna do is rinse and spit again with the salt water. So swish, 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 spit. And then any remaining salt water that's in the shot glass, just dump it out, rinse it out. You can wash your shot glass if you want. I haven't been, but you can. So the extra step that she mentioned is get an oral irrigator. I have one of these, but I don't do this step very often. So you want to put salt water in your irrigator, so the salt water that you use to swish or spit, and then you want to just irrigate your gums, put the water all around, and just kind of like give that extra gum care. So yeah, that is my oral routine, and it's literally changed my life, and I just really recommend buying Nadine's book on living libations and getting her products. They're just really wonderful, and no, I'm not getting a kickback for any of this. It's just her products are miraculous, and just her book is amazing, and I can't speak any more about how amazing she is. Okay, so there's my little tips on oral care, and I am just so glad that you're here to listen to this and that you hopefully will take this on. And if you know anybody else who is really suffering from like tooth and gum issues, please share this video with them. So just please pass it along. It's just really important information, especially for people that really suffer with gum and tooth issues. Okay. All right. So before I log off for the day, I just wanted to quickly mention that I am going to be doing a 30-day challenge. It's going to be called Manifesting and Self-Care Challenge. And every day there will be a manifesting technique or experiment to try along with a self-care task. So I really hope that you'll be involved in that. I will be posting a video on YouTube every day in August with this information, as well as sharing it on my private Facebook page, which you can, or my public Facebook page, which you can find if you search Dragonfly Lotus Healing in Facebook, or I will post the link below. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you're excited for the challenge, and I will see you later.